In this video, I want to demonstrate the use of the predictive coding functions within the WombatLegal system to classify documents. So we have 8,800 odd documents loaded in the system, and in order to use the predictive coding functions, we need to go to the Bundles tab up here on the top right, which will open the bundle window. Then we need to click on the classifier tab, and here we get to specify some bundles which will be used to train the classifier. So typically you would have some pretty tightly reviewed groups of documents which you can use for training. So we have the heart disease and mortality bundle in late 2000, which was prepared in another video, and we'll use that to teach the classifier the relevant documents. So we go to the copy button, copy that guy and paste it in as the relevant documents. Then we need a good set of irrelevant documents, and given that I haven't really reviewed any documents, I'm just going to pick a bundle of documents which relates to organizer notes that came from the conversion of the Enron data from Lotus Notes to Microsoft Exchange. And there are a whole bunch of system emails that got sent to everybody, and they're completely irrelevant. So I'm going to copy that and paste that into my irrelevant bundle. Typically what you would do is review a set of documents and come up with roughly 50 highly relevant ones, and in that process you'd probably come up with like 200 or 300 irrelevant ones, and they would be much closer to the decision boundary. These ones here are like very relevant, and the irrelevant ones are like so completely irrelevant they have absolutely nothing to do with the relevant ones at all. So right, the next thing to do is to tell the system what it is we want to review. So I'm going to go to the system bundles and I'm going to get everything. So we copy that bundle and paste it into what it is that we want to review, and then I want to save the results into this folder here, the My Bundles folder. What will happen is when I press the Go button, the system will learn from these two bundles up here, then apply its learning to this bundle here and put the results into these two new bundles which will be created in the My Bundles folder. So here we go, we will launch the system. Yes, I want to run it. Okay, so what will happen now is the system is pulling out those bundles, gathering all the data, processing all the documents, and then it is going to scale the data and then produce a set which encompasses all the learning, and then that set is used to process the entire collection and classify it. So it's busy classifying away right now. It's reasonably quick to do that. It doesn't take too long to do 8,000 documents. And there we go, job finished. So we'll close this window and we'll update the folder, and there we go, we can see the two new bundles. So it's decided that roughly 8,200 of the documents are not relevant, and we need to look at 687 of the documents. So what I'll do is I'll load those 687 documents, and I'll close this window here, and we'll go and take a look at some of them. And up here you can see the distribution of those documents. So it's pretty much said that our test data which encompasses the tobacco information, is pretty much all relevant, and the documents, which are largely emails and other bits and pieces, are pretty much all irrelevant, which makes sense given what we gave it to train on. And so you would go through the 600 documents now and examine those for relevance and tag them accordingly. And that's it. That's what I wanted to show. Thanks very much for watching.